And we are back.
We're back. 2 minutes, more like 2 seconds, as the round will begin, and we have the start of our Valorant Grand Finals. Slush is already making a big impact, finds 2 kills from Totoru and Hefty, and suddenly DCU taking the lead. Certified Turtle goes to half HP, but it doesn't matter. 2 players from the UCD side already been found, and now they're just scrambling to try and get any amount of control anywhere else.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a slow round. The mound control coming in from UCD didn't really work out for them too much, as Slush was ready on that mound, and some shots exchanged by Elizabeth here on Rubble. And they're just slowly taking up the space here, UCD, but I think the DCU has started to read this as the rotation is coming over from Omen here, and B is pretty much 2 people in that dugout. It's going to be a bit hard for UCD to break through here, and it looks like they're pivoting back to that B main for a little bit of a B split. But once again, these 2 people in dugout, it's going to be so hard to deal with. The eye goes through, spots them out here, but they did manage to break it in time, and the execute is going to start coming through. Door open here, and Slush is ready at door, though. Is going to be ready for that. Another third for Slush, and Casper also caught Slime. Little right click coming in from Elizabeth here, catching Slush on mound. She gets the gun, the ghost as well. This is going to be really difficult to get through. 1v4, door open, and she is finally caught. Too difficult of a round to come back from for Elizabeth there.
Yeah, it was those 2 early kills into man that really set the pace in motion for DCU there. Big play from Slush, getting those 2 picks on mound, and then, UCD don't really have any other option of what to do, because, they tried the B split, they tried to look towards A, but wherever they go, it's just they're jam-packed with opposition.
Yeah, very difficult with Slush being so ready on that mound, and also the patience coming in from DCU of not rotating too fast. It was too difficult of a round to break through.
And look at this, under control on A gathered as the rest of UCD just going to head away, but Slush with the Outlaw going to get that first pick onto Elizabeth, and now all of that Killjoy util is down. There could easily be a flank that comes around, as now we are looking towards B site, and Slush with 2 more with the Outlaw. CMD finds one onto Casper. There's a bit of danger there, but Slush is looking for an ace on LAN. A 4K for the Jet, and this is being baited for. Slush 2 rounds into the LAN and has already found himself an ace.
What a strong start, especially on Jet, which is a character that you want to have confidence in running out here. 8 kills on the board already to start off. So very nice start for Slush, but it was the eco for UCD. This is a very important round now for them. With this bye, if they struggle to get through here, it's going to get very difficult for them to work this game. Now, we do have to talk that the bonus coming in for DCU is actually quite strong here, since they didn't lose a single player. And
lost one.
Did they? Oh, they lost one. Okay, they lost one. So it isn't as strong as it could be, but UCD need to find an answer for this mound space that is being held and maintained by Slush.
Now it's fairly standard. As DCU just take that A space, and it's going to be Slush on C, and there is going to be an Armada running towards him, and it doesn't matter because Slush runs a headshot to Hefty, and already things aren't turning out too well for UCD. More shots fired into the smoke, but nothing of value gained as Sankara takes up this box position with the Phantom, and this is still a fairly strong bonus for DCU. They still have a lot of rifles, and obviously, as you mentioned, losing only 1 player really is a big hand in this 3rd round.
Yeah, and Slush did actually get the tag onto Slime through the smoke, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult for them. And the exit, there it is, 1 kill count, 2. Sanglo getting 2 off of that box spot. Really nice bombs down as well, and Slush is watching the cross. Flash going through, Elizabeth walks in, manages to get the bomb and get past Slush, but this is very difficult. CMD manages to find Slush. That is the side anchor gone. The rest of the players are going to have to walk in. Spam coming through. CMD gets 2, and he's looking for the ace as well. It's going to be an ace trade for both players here. Elizabeth steals it off, but really well played from UCD, breaking back into a round that looked fairly lost there.
Yeah, Elizabeth is an ace steal. On LAN as well. I can't believe it. But no, very well played from UCD there, but still, there's a lot of bloodshed from UCD. Only 2 members surviving. Only 2 rifles can be brought into this round 4. Whereas for the side of DCU, they're going to be fully stacked. It's going to be an armada. And Look at that. Slush 9 and 2. What a start from the Jet.
I mean, this is what you want from your duelist player. You want them to come out strong like this. And we have an op in play as well. This is just going to make Mound even harder to break through. And it looks like it's going to be a bit of an A rubble fight coming in for both teams.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be brawl. Teamfight Tactics goes up! The paranoia is good and finds 2. Toru with the stinger does trade it out, but not before the damage is done. Slush as well, the operator finds Elizabeth, and all of a sudden, UCD are scrambling to try and find some answers. There's only 2 remaining in a main, Hefty and Toru, and Slush is just walking up. There's absolutely no respect given to UCD, although misses that first op shot, and Hefty is ready for the re-swing. Now this starts to become a bit dangerous. One more kill, and all of a sudden, these teams are on equal terms, but it's actually just going to be a leaving of this A site, or at least that's what they're trying to sell.
I mean, that kill onto Slush opens up the map so much and gives some question marks to DCU on where the UCD players could be going. And like the hold that they had on A was so strong with the 3 players, but Slush going down has made them go and split up all over the map to just not get cut off by lurks. So this has opened up UCD for so many options here, and it looks like they might just be doing a slow walk up A, but Drill's just holding the cross and the player from stairs as well. Beautifully played from DCU, even though they lost some control of the map with the Slush kill there.
Yeah, I mean, it worked well to start off with cut noise, but they just took too much time. They weren't hitting A as fast as they should, and it allowed the rotates to come back in for DCU, but now UCD on the safe. I mean, this isn't going too well. Slime still yet to find a first kill.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at like what's going well here, like we can just see that the ults on both teams are fairly even across the board, but losing that op was definitely not the best thing for Slush. Now he's going to pop knives so he can save for the next round and get that op, and it seems like a fairly standard default from UCD here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what damage can be done. As the door isn't broken, there's no movement towards the B site. As Elizabeth is just trying to send Slush away, and she does just that. But meanwhile, the rest of UCD are in tree. They're going to be leaving quite quickly. And actually, I think the call has been made to leave A entirely. Maybe go towards C, where Slush has been picked off. Or maybe not picked off, sorry, but been moved away. Been relocated, I think we can say. But it's actually, yeah, I think they're just going to leave and try and hit towards the C side. But the problem is, you've got Slush, and Slush is on a heater so far this game. Really doing well. But CMD, I mean, this is crucial. This is such a big ultimate to have. And I mean, it's the only way onto the C side, especially considering DCU have overstacked towards the A site as the Haunt comes in. Some of the Killjoy U2 has been shot down. Slush actually popped the knives as well, just to try and keep away, as Hefty will be doing a scouting mission. As this is going to be a big fight for CMD to win, and he does so. Pushes into CT now, trying to find a second, only gets a bit of damage with the Drill. Can he find a kill to Casper? He does. Make it a third? No, he can't do that, but Drill trades out. But meanwhile, DCU are coming back in. Instead of I turn on Sanglo, finding kills as well. And now, this looked so good for UCD, and now it's turning sour. Elizabeth and Hefty have to do his job, and it's a good start from Hefty. Finds that kill to Sanglo, but now has to do it all. I can't even find the second. The Certified Turtle gets the defuse, and DCU extend their advantage.
I mean, that was a complete toss-up at so many different points there for both teams. That first frag that was gotten by CMD onto a second as well. I mean, really nice kills from CMD, but DCU just found the stabilization so well, and they punished the overextension of all those UCD players. So really well played from them, but it was a save round for UCD, so that's probably as good as it could have gotten. They did get 3 kills, got the bomb down as well. Now they have the guns in play, some ults coming up as well. Toru almost has a showstopper, while DCU only has his the Omen ult, so a little bit of an ult advantage coming in now.
Yeah, and also something else I saw there, Slime has the Ode as well, something else they're known for is Slush. Just cannot get the dash away. Toru, there's a 3 kills left on the plate, but it's traded out. Elizabeth is the first one dead again. Showstopper, body block though. Double satchels aren't that good, but Toru's still getting a bit of damage done, but only a little bit. Onto Sanglo. I don't even know if that actually hit. I'm not sure, but Slime has the Odin's going to spam through a little bit more damage onto Sanglo as DCU now need to retake, and it's a good start. Casper finds one, but Hefty trades out. Slime is just going to spam through the box and finds Casper. And now for DCU, there's only 2 members remaining. And, I mean, UCD have got a 4 positions, especially when Hefty finds 3 in a round like that.
I mean, what a nice entry from DCU there, or UCD there. And just, I'm going to point this out, but Slime is known for his Odin, and even if he's not fragging that hard, most of the time the Odin is just such a pressure tool that if you know that there's an Odin on the site, it's just going to be hard to break through that. So very big gun buy there for him. And now it seems to have turned a little bit here. Although DCU are up 4 rounds, they now have to save. So this isn't looking the best. If they let this snowball it from UCD, then they could be in a bit of trouble in this Lotus map now.
Yeah, that was Slime's first kill, by the way. Just with the Odin, you know. Odin Mate is fun. Odin Mate is fun. I'm sure Casper had a lot of fun going to that, but we'll focus on the round. Slash finds 1, make it a second. Fantastic shot. Casper with a showstopper has just stopped any chance of UCD winning this round, and as Hefty goes huge. It's a second, he has to ace, and it's so much to ask from Hefty, and has to reload. And Certified Turtle with the Guardian. I mean, this was a save round. That didn't really feel like a save round. 5-2 lead now for DCU.
I mean, Slush is just such a problem for UCD here. He gets himself embedded on these extreme angles and just holds them down like his life is on the line. So really well played from him again. And now it's flipped. UCD now have to save. Although they have 3 ults up, they're not going to be able to capitalize off those properly because they don't have the guns to do so. So really nicely played from DCU. And we are seeing an outlaw buy as well to try mitigate that no armor side on UCD here, so that's a nice little smart buy from DCU.
Yeah, they should go so hard, and they're already CMD. It's the one rifle, the one sniper down, Marshall in the hands as Hefty will stay. Slash actually finds a second with the Outlaw. His Drill has the Odin now, and how the tables have turned. It's only Elizabeth. I mean, if she can get killed, then that's probably the most she can do here, but anything else would be a bonus.
I mean, it's just too much. 1 kill, though. And she did manage to find Sanglo, so that's a kill, but no orb gain from it because she already had her ult. So, I mean, good for credits, I guess. That's the only thing that we can really say. Those are some very smart outlaw buys from both of Casper and Slush there. Really holds down sites, and once you know there's an outlaw and you don't have armor, you just can't go there anymore. Now, this is a full buy round for both teams. A lot of ults on the board here. We have Elizabeth's lockdown and Slime's ult here. So those are 2 big ults coming in for UCD, which they can use to break into sites if they really want to. And it's looking like they're going to go towards C a little harder here. Will they be able to push out Slush with the operator, though, is the question here.
Yeah, I mean, Slush has gone and done so much today, and Prowler forces him away from the position. The operator has been noticed. Hefty just should try to keep him to sight, but Sanglo's going to force them away. But meanwhile, Nightfall used, but it doesn't really matter. Slush with that operator. He is going to get traded out by Slime, though. And Sanglo still on the site, a lurking menace, and has the opportunity to find so much, but instead, UCD is just going to pump the brakes, wait for something, as DCU going to be heading into these advanced positions. Look at where Certified Turtle is on B. They're getting ready to open the door. Hefty's TP'd in, and Sanko's now under a lot of pressure, but Certified Turtle, perfect timing, but will only find 1 onto Slime. And Sanko's still fighting for his life. I mean, this is a lot. Nightfall used by Drill now. Lockdown now used by Elizabeth. His trades everywhere. Sanko finds 1 traded out by Hefty. And now this lockdown will allow UCD to get onto the site, but Drill still has this Odin. I mean, this is a big gun advantage for Drill here, especially when he's using it like that onto Elizabeth, and it's just spams that keep Hefty in place, and Casper's just there to get the trade. I mean, a lead guaranteed at the half for DCU. I mean, what a strong Lotus this has been so far.
Very strong, and this defense coming in from DCU is looking so nice, and it looks like they're taking so many opportunities to catch UCD off guard. That door open from Certified Turtle, the ultimates coming through, and the Odin retake as well. Very bad round for UCD to lose, especially considering that they invested 3 ultimates into that. So not really what you'd want, especially considering that this is now a make or break round for your eco. And if you lose it, the lead is just completely in DCU's favor here. So this is a very important round for UCD, and DCU has 2 ults to play with still. They have the lockdown, and they have from the shadows. This is really nicely played from DCU.
There's pressure on to C, trying to force what they think is Slush away from the site, but in reality, Certified Turtle has a huge paranoia, and CMD's already dashed into sight This is a weird buy. If they lose this is disastrous for UCD. So they've gotten themselves onto site. Raisnay is going to force them away from the post plant, and CMD is going to take a lot of damage from it as well. Maybe not a lot of damage, but a little bit of damage. A little damage, some might say. But DCU are going to be forced into a post plant now as UCD. I was going to hold this, and Slime just gets spouted out by the Prowler, but can't make the judge work as Certified Turtle finds still to CMD and Slime. And already this post plant is being knocked away, but the timing is bad for Certified Turtle, and now it's Elizabeth that just has to stand by herself. And it's Sanglo with a 3k to bust open the site.
I mean, some of these rounds are looking so close, but if you're looking at the scoreboard here, it is 8-2. DCU is running away with this defense side on a map that you could say could be attacker sided at times. So this is not what you want at all for UCD. And they're looking so strong coming into this, honestly. This is a really nice look for DCU. UCD now have no economy. They do have Showstopper on the board, but this is not looking good at all. They have only one buy for the last round, which is next. So really nicely played from DCU. Still haven't used both of the ults that they have in their disposal as well, so they can use those this round or the next to secure a lead that is going to be really hard to come back on for that defense that UCD have.
Yeah, and Slush is really behind his operator. He's going to try to stand the ground, but now the operator has been noticed and certified out. And it's pure aggression on this A side, and it's worked in their favour. Elizabeth the Luck is dead again first, as the rest of UCD are going to try and put some pressure towards B, but there's an outlaw, and here is a dead CMD who Guardian will be picked up by Hefty, who just about survives the outlaw. Sanko is going to find Toru as well, but it's not only Hefty, and yeah, there's too much for one man to answer. But as well, I just want to say, you may have noticed, but Casper and Slime, enemies today, but they're actual teammates on VCN Esports. I mean, this is a big clash of, maybe not styles, but a clash of friends, shall we say.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just looking so devastating for UCD here. 9-2 lead. This could be really bad if they get into the double digits here for this next half, but UCD really need to start fighting back. And we do have some ults still up here. We have the Showstopper, and this is going to be the big decider here. If UCD lose this last round, it's practically over.
I have the
Look at the aggression as well, coming from DCU again on this A side. UCD just can't get control anywhere on the map. They're not being afforded it. Showstopper now used from Casper is going to find Toru. The opposing race is now dead as the shots are a bit whiffy, but CMD will find Casper. Elizabeth's gone down already. It just feels like no matter what happens, that DCU are always in a numbers advantage. And look at this, Slush is making sure that's real. As now, I mean, 10 HP for Slime. The operator shot will miss. And Slime gets another chance at life as the Prowler will be used. Spots out Sludge, but it doesn't spot out Sanglo. This is a big, big problem! And just in the corner is Sanglo. A 10-2 half for DCU. I mean, what a performance, but how is UCD supposed to come back from this?
I mean, UCD are just looking like lambs to the slaughter at this point, honestly. Every round that they have looked to put their foot on the pedal, it has just been completely shut down. In that last round, like, this aggression that's coming in from DCU is just looking so good. It's looking like they know what to do, they know where the Elizabeth lurks are, and they know what sites are going to be hit, so DCU clearly know what they're doing here. And if you're UCD, the alarm bells are ringing. You need to start fighting back, and you need to start fighting back now, because you don't want to go into the next map having lost a map to in this fashion. It's just devastating for the mental. But if anyone can do it, it could be UCD. They can manage that mental reset and come back into this game. I believe it.
Yeah, you can tell this is DCU's map pick, can't you? They look just so good, and UCD just looks so rough as Elizabeth will be taking a bit of damage to Casper's raised nade. As I mean, this looks like it's going to be a straight up C hit, but actually, DCU have kept Slush and Sanglo towards this A site, and a lot of pressure being faked towards C, and now they're leaving and starting to walk up A. This is dangerous if you are Slime and Toru. I mean, this is really worrying as the door gets opened. There's a lot of pressure coming in from doors. Boombot isn't going to do too much. Now you're just hoping the raised nade is actually going to mess up Certified Turtle. Slime finds two, but Casper and Drill, I mean, they just find two brothers in arms near enough. As now DCU have set up for this post plant, and they do have Sango playing in a main as Hefty and CMD and Elizabeth are now entering the site. And CMD they might just try and stick this, but no. CMD's going to go forward as Drill's holding that C. He's ready. Or he's holding the I, sorry. As Sangler finds Elizabeth. Casper finds CMD, and now it's just Hefty trying to do everything. And the right clicks aren't going to be there. A 3K for Casper. And DCU so close to taking map 1.
I mean, this is worst case scenario if you're UCD here. The pistol round is taken, and it's 11-2. 2 maps off of map point with only 2 rounds on the board. Confidence must be at an all-time low, and we're looking at a force from both teams here. This is the make or break round. This is the decider. Next round won't matter if UCD don't manage to get a foot in the door here. So this is really looking good for DCU. The nice little 5-man hit on A, and it works perfectly. They catch those 2 defenders off guard, manage to get a 3 against 3 round, and they just win the round off of it.
It's really surprised me how everyone on DCU is doing so well, and you just look at Drill, who's going 6-5 right now. It does surprise me, but CMD is going to buy this Marshall, but he's going to lose that to Sango with a ghost. He does find one. He's going to try and find some more, but DCU just look like they're shooting so much better. Elizabeth will pick up the stinger and does take down Sanglo. This is still doable, especially when Slime is in this smoke, trying to find it, and has the element of surprise against Certified Turtle. The shots are whiffy from both Drill and Slime, and Drill was just about getting it, but now it's a 1 versus 2 for Drill. And I gave you a bit of slander towards the start of the round. What can you do now, Drill? Can you be the one to take DCU to map point? And it's an attempt as Toru goes down to 5 HP. I mean, 8 with the regen shield, but finally DCU break the curse and get a third, UCD, get a 3rd round and break the curse.
I mean, it's still looking very bad. They are in a 8-round deficit here, so this is probably still a really bad scenario for them, but getting that 1st round is definitely going to start the confidence boost, and they do get a anti-eco round against DCU here, so if there's a round to win, it is really that one, and now they can start working towards the goal of at least equalizing in rounds here. So very nicely played from UCD, a nice little retake, and Elizabeth was really good on catching that lurk, and we're seeing an outlaw on the side of UCD this time.
Yeah, I mean, this makes me scared a bit, because I feel like if there's any round that DCU will win, it'll be this one. To get themselves to map point, CMD, a hair is all that's left between him and an early grave, as Casper now tries to swing him, but CMD still has that outlaw. He cannot be thrown off that line with that ease, as Slime, the Odin ringing out, not going to do any damage, as DCU are going to leave A and head towards B. I think it's going to be a B split. I mean, Slash is 8 HP. There's nothing that he can really do in this situation. And with Casper down as well, entering the site is going to be so difficult. But look at Toru. Look at Toru just sat there. Doesn't realise that Certified Turtle's on the other side of that door. It feels like one of those rom-coms where it's like 2 lovers are like on the other side of the door and they won't meet for like 15 years and then they'll, I don't know, I don't watch rom-coms. Why would I? I'm a Valorant caster.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Sanglo is going to break some of the Killjoy util on C, and it's just going to raise some eyebrows. It's going to raise more than eyebrows. It's actually going to pull some rotations away from A and B. But they're still hovering in that area. 30 seconds to go.
Left.
And DCU have really slowed down this play as Sanglo and Elizabeth, the 2 Killjoys, taking a fight, and not really any winner in either of them. Slush going to go forward, takes down Toru, and this is where the nerves start to come in. The eye isn't good, but it doesn't matter. Slush 8 HP will throw the stinger to Drill. And now they're going to play this post-plant as Hefty spams through the smoke, finds Slush with 1 bullet. Drill finds Elizabeth now and has a rifle ready, and will hit all 3 members of UCD, and Certified Turtle on the flank. They have no idea, and Certified Turtle with 3! And it puts DCU to map point. What a play.
I mean, that was just beautifully played by DCU. Such a nice slow round coming in from them. Nice poking and prodding. Slushes walks into B, gets that kill onto Toru, and that just opens the entire round for them. Beautiful ult from Drill, and I mean, it was just a perfect setup from them. And now it's looking so over for UCD. Match points. They don't even have a proper buy. 2 stingers on the board and a sheriff, and DCU are just full confidence here. They have an outlaw, they have an Odin, they have an operator. What could go wrong for them in this situation?
Simply only has Chef, but that's all they need. Sanglo takes down Elizabeth. An awful, awful first 10 seconds, and this is just going to be aggression will recover the Phantom. And now, I mean, UCD, they're running out of ideas. They're running out of hope for Lotus. This looks like it's just going to have to be moving on to the next map. But Slush does find Slime through the smoke. And, I mean, yeah, this is just going from bad to worse. Casper, Showstopper, not going to find anything. There will be one more in Waterfall. It's hefty, but Sanglo has this operator. And it's ringing out large. Won't get the kill on CMD, but this, it's CMD and Toe to try and save Lotus. We'll pick up the Stinger CMD, but so many players to deal with. I won't get to deal with any of them. Toe, you need 4 here to save the map. Still has full util, but it's going to be a double swing, but it doesn't even matter. Slush is going to be the one to take down Toe, and a dominant Lotus puts DCU ahead in the LAN final.
I mean, just a really strong showing from DCU. It looked like a repeat from the last grand finals of that Lotus map. But I wouldn't count UCD out yet. I think they still have some in them, and next map, they really will show their mettle.
Well, hopefully so. Hopefully these guys can get their Red Bulls in as we go to a short break between maps, just to let the players rest, and also our voices, because we can't do our job, you know, without voices. But we will be going to a quick break, so make sure to grab some Red Bull, visit some of the other stalls if you're here at GamerFest, but if not, or if you're watching this live on Twitch, then be sure to grab some food, grab some snacks, because I have a feeling this series has a chance to go all the way.